So, you're broke and you want to start making some money online. But there are so many business models I don't even know which to choose from. In this video, I'm going to tell you the best online business you can start as a beginner. And that business is none of them. You see, the problem looking for the best business is like asking, what's the best car to drive? There's no best car to drive because every car has its good side and bad side. You might think a Lamborghini is the best, but it's very expensive in price. It can draw unnecessary attention. The engine is very loud. And other things of that nature. You might then say you want an electric car like a Tesla, but now you have to worry about charging your car. And there's this conspiracy theory that the government will be able to control your car without your consent or whatever. So there's basically no perfect car. And the same theory applies to business as well. There is no perfect business model. Yes, some are easier than others, some have higher success rates, but those ones, their barrier to entry is very low. So there's just a lot of competition, and the ease or difficulty of it depends on your personality, your skill level, your work ethic, your experience, and so many other factors. So there's no best business for beginners or even professionals or whatever, because they all work. You can show me someone who has succeeded from drop shipping, crypto, YouTube, or TikTok, or Forex, or software, agency, video editing. Even in the brick and mortar world, you can show me people that have succeeded from building local businesses and this and that. The thing is, they all work. Every single one of them work. In fact, they work if you work.
The last thing I want to say is every single thing that I mentioned in this video completely works. 100% works. If you work, all you have to do is go a little bit above and beyond what the normal person is willing to do. Like, this is something I can promise you. Most of these I've seen people do successfully, and I know that it can be done again.
A mistake people with these mindsets are prone to is jumping from one business model to the other.
You only diversify if you don't know what you're doing. The more you know, the less risky it is. I actually am approaching diversification from a focus perspective, which is what's the one thing that you're going to invest your most valuable resource? Because when you're early on, you don't have that much money. So your most valuable resource isn't your money, it's your time and your attention. There's two ways we can allocate it. V1, we do little allocations like this. I'm gonna look at crypto, I'm gonna look at day trading, I'm gonna look at Forex, I'm gonna look at flipping houses, I'm gonna look at long-term investing in real estate, I'm gonna look into Airbnb, I'm gonna look into starting an ATM business, I'm gonna look at, you get the idea, right? So let's say this is you, and this is your time and attention that you have to pursue any new opportunity. So you say, I need 7 income streams because the average millionaire has 7 income streams. So I'm gonna spread myself thin between 7 different opportunities. And while I do that, I'm gonna be multitasking, trying to fill different cups at the same time with different colors. And I'm somehow gonna wait until one of these things takes off, right? I have to see which ones of these will work. But the reality is, it's not which of these ones will work. Any of them could work if you put the work in, but you have to reach a threshold. Once you get to the top, the extra cash starts spilling over and you actually have a profitable opportunity. Which one of these cups is closer to spilling over? You going in on one thing, or you spreading yourself between 7? And the reason that this myth continues to proliferate is because it's absolutely true that people who are the wealthiest have multiple income streams. But what's not true is about how they got there. The wealthiest people in the world go all in on one income stream and they keep adding it up over and over and over again until it overflows. And then once it overflows, because they're making so much money from their one opportunity, they then start diversifying back between the other different ways. But they made their wealth focusing on one thing, and then they maintain their wealth by distributing it. You don't make money by splitting your attention up, you make it by focusing on the one thing that matters most. V2, you say, what do I really like? Well, I do have experience doing this one thing, and so I'm gonna ignore all of these other opportunities and just go all in on one thing. The reason I'm such a big advocate of focusing your attention on one thing is that this is where you get disproportionate returns. Because I think it's very arrogant to think that your 10% of your attention, where you're not even that good at business to begin with, spread between 10 things, is somehow going to compete against somebody who's putting all of their effort on one thing. But here's the fallacy that most people who are starting out don't get. They think, I'm going to try all of them and see which one works out. Or rather, I'm going to try and start multiple things and see which one takes off. But the reality is that all of them could take off, or none of them could take off, but it's solely based on which one you work on. So it's not which one will work, it's which one will you work on. You want to go as fast as possible through the I have no idea what I'm doing phase so that you can get to the I do know what I'm doing phase, and I understand the risks that are associated with this, and that's why I don't want to diversify, because I actually get outsized returns here.
Today is SMMA, then dropshipping, then YouTube automation, animation, then copywriting, then Instagram team page, and after that is crypto and this and that and that. And after all this jumping around, you make no progress. When you do it like this, you start building what I like to call half-built bridges.
If you see it as a bridge that has many bricks on it, you have to lay all the bricks. And here's the bad part. Let's say you've got 30 bricks on this bridge to make your first dollar. The first dollar has to walk across the bridge. When you're 28 bricks in, you might not have made the first dollar yet, but you're 90% of the way there. And the speed with which people are able to traverse or cross that bridge is how well they identify which brick is missing and where they put their attention. That's where a lot of people get disheartened, is that they will start building new bridges and get 2-3 bricks, and then they'll start building a new bridge, 2-3 bricks, and they have lots of half-built bridges and they never make it all the way across.
So what do you now do? Do you now just go into the abyss and float around in despair and uncertainty? You know, I'm not just going to leave you hanging. So here are a few solutions I came up with for how to pick the best business for you. The first way you can do it, and it's pretty common sense, but most people don't consider it, is to experiment. Set a certain period of time, maybe it's a few weeks or a few months, or it might even be a few years, to just experiment with different types of business models and see if you like this or this or this. And when you try so many of them like that, when you have a lot more wider perspective, you can easily identify that, oh, when I was doing this particular type of business or hustle or skill or whatever, I preferred it to the other ones. So like that, you can be able to find the business model that is right for you. Another good way to find it is a framework I learned from a YouTuber called Hamza, and the way he puts it is, instead of looking for the benefits of all the business models, is this that you should ask yourself, what pain do you want to go through?
When I was first trying to become a businessman, I was in my bedroom on YouTube and just scrolling, clicking on another video and another video and another video. All these like basic ass videos, which was like top 7 ways to make $500 a day, how to make online income. I kept on switching from business model to business model because everyone online kept on talking about better ways to make money. This guy's saying copywriting, this guy's saying agency, dropshipping, this thing. Do you think I made any progress? Of course not. I basically made no progress for months at a time, up until I just had this insight where I was like, you know what? It doesn't really matter which business model I do, because I kind of have the belief that I could make success in any of them. So I can get money in any business model. You probably feel somewhat the same way. Like if you put in 10 hours a day into the same thing for 5 years straight, you'd be able to make great money from it. You kind of have that belief, right? So then at that point, I realized that choosing the business model based on just if it could make money was actually stupid, because all of them can make money. So then I should choose the business model that I'm going to get into for a different reason. What should the different reason be? Purpose. It should be that I genuinely think it's important work. And suddenly all of the bullshit was dropped, and I thought, wait, I don't want to do this fucking agency. I don't even know what fucking agency means. I don't want to do drop shipping, e-commerce, copywriting. I don't want to do any of those things. What feels purposeful to me, purpose meaning like, you know, impactful to the world, would be helping people. And that's when I started to go all in on YouTube.
Because if you think about it, the benefits of most of these business models are basically the same. Make a lot of money, you know, you become fairly good at the skill and people respect you. You can do that in drop shipping, you can do that in social media marketing, you can even do that in brick and mortar businesses, you can do that with video editing. Like, so almost all these business models, like, rewards are basically the same, but the problems that come with each and every one of them is very different. The grind, the struggle, the skill sets, the pain that comes with each and every single one of them is very different. The question now is to ask yourself, which pain would I like to go through? Would I like to go through the pain of, if it's drop shipping, trying to find a winning product and trying to make all these ads and all that? If it's maybe YouTube, to make all these videos, to be writing scripts and to be uploading and things of that nature. If it's like social media marketing, to be doing outreach and to be finding like a freelancer on Fiverr to outsource the work to, all those type of things, you ask yourself, which of these pain do I want to go through? Then the one that feels most suitable for you, you choose it. Those are pretty much the two solutions I can give you for how to choose the business model that work for you. But if you just want a direct answer, you don't want to do any choosing or anything, a few that I feel like are a lot more beginner friendly: affiliate marketing, freelancing, and flipping. So affiliate marketing is basically where you sell other people's products, and the reason why it's beginner friendly is because you don't have to do the product creation side, the delivery. None of that is your business. All you have to do is just send people to the products, just get traffic and direct that traffic to a link. Then for freelancing, this one is a little harder, but basically you just learn some form of skill. But usually these skills are, I won't say easy to learn, but you can become fairly decent at them that people will be able to pay you reasonable money for within a few months. So you can pick up something like video editing or copywriting or web design or graphic design or whatever. Then you learn this skill, learn a lot, you practice, and within 3 months, 6 months, even maybe a year or before then, so you'll be relatively good that you'll be able to charge people and you make money like that. The next one is flipping. This one is not exactly online, it's kind of partially online or offline, but basically you buy something for cheap, you post it on like an online marketplace for more expensive and you sell it. So maybe you buy an iPhone for $100, then you go to an online marketplace depending on wherever you live in your country, then you post it there for $150 or $200, then somebody buys it from you. So like that, you have made $100 profit or $50 profit, whatever. At the end of the day, they all work. Just pick one. It doesn't even have to be any of them are listed. Just pick one, stick to it till you find success. Me personally, I chose making YouTube videos, but you can choose anything. The sky is the limit. By the way, if you are super serious and you want to start making money online ASAP and avoid a lot of the guesswork and trial and error that comes with making money online and everything, I've linked a few products in the description that I really think will help you out. These videos are not meant to be taken as financial advice or gospel. These are just tips and tactics and information and things of that nature from research, books, videos, courses, podcasts, and so on. So when you watch videos like this, don't take it as gospel. Take it with a grain of salt. If you find anything valuable, use it to your advantage. If not, discard the information.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.